Alright, so Tojima Wants to be a Kamen Rider. I went into this series completely blind, having no idea what to expect apart from like the trailers I watched here and there, but this series has been a delight to watch. I've got reviews up for the first two episodes on the channel if you want to check them out for yourselves. I highly recommend checking them out. I'm having a lot of fun like going into the series blind, not knowing what's going to happen, and if you want to watch the series, you can watch it on Crunchyroll, but if you struggle with reading subtitles or you're not a fan of reading subtitles or anything like that, you're in luck because the series is getting an English dub that is premiering on Crunchyroll tomorrow, or Saturday. Saturday for the US, Sunday for me being in Australia, but it's getting an English dub that will be dropping very, very soon. And I'm definitely going to check out the English dub as well, just to see how they'll handle it, especially like the writer side of things, because it's such a crazy series. I want to see how the dub is going to handle it when it comes to sort of like translating and localization and stuff like that. I get the feeling they'll do a pretty good job on it. So the English dub cast has been revealed, and I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of this dub cast from what I've seen so far. But this is only for the first episode, and I'm sure more characters will get introduced later down the line as the series goes on. So, Tojima Wants to be a Kamen Rider, an English dub episode 1 cast. So, we've got Patrick Seitz as Tojima. Awesome pick. I love Patrick Seitz. I've been listening to Patrick for the longest time in video games, anime, and stuff like that. I mostly know him for Frankie from One Piece. That's one of the voices I know him for mostly, but he's also done a bunch of other things. Yuriko, Electric Tackle. That will be voiced by Colleen Clinkenbeard. Now, Colleen is another voice I've been listening for a very long time as well. I know her I know her as Luffy from One Piece. She was Gohan, the replacement voice for Gohan in Dragon Ball. She was Riza Hawkeye in Full Metal Alchemist, Rose, Urza in Fairy Tail. They even brought her back in like Eden Zero for like the Urza lookalike. I love her work. And it's going to be cool to hear her as like a character like Yuriko that's like so crazy. We have a lot of discourse online as well. Nakao, the Yakuza guy we've seen, that's going to be voiced by Jason Douglas. So Jason Douglas, I've heard his work before. You probably know him as Beerus in Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball. But I think I first heard him way back in the day when he was like the Yakuza guy or the biker guy in Gantz, who's a horrible character in the manga, but in the anime they had to tone him down a lot. But Jason Douglas was also like a character in The Walking Dead, if I remember correctly. So Jason's a good pick for that one as well. Young Tojima will be voiced by Michele Knotz. So Michele is a voice I know as well. Michele voiced May in Pokemon when 4Kids Lost to Riots. She also played Jessie and a bunch of other characters in Pokemon. So Michelle's a voice I've heard for the longest time as well. Emily will be voiced by Nia Celeste. Male Delinquent. So yeah, this is like the first episode. So all the extras are getting voices listed as well. So Male Delinquent will be voiced by Bradley Gareth. Tojima's mum will be voiced by Morgan Berry. Tojima's dad will be voiced by, I do apologize if I butcher your name in the next couple of names coming up. Tojima's dad will be voiced by Sean Letourneau. Ishige will be voiced by William Ofoegbu. I do apologize if I butchered your name. Ito will be voiced by Jack Reeder. And Sato will be voiced by Kevin D. Thelwell. So we've got a pretty good dub cast on that, like especially like the first few are like names that I recognize. I think I've heard of the other cast here and there and other things, but it doesn't cross my mind, so I do apologize. But the names that I see here, like Patrick, Colleen, Jason, Michele, their names I've heard before. I think Nia, I've heard their name credited in something else before. I'm not entirely sure. But we've also got like the crew, so you're going to have the voice director being Jason Lord, producer being Susie Nixon, adaptation done by Jessica Sluz, so they'll be adapting it, mixer done by James Barker, and engineer done by Jose Sandoval. So This is a really cool dub cast, I will say that. Like, they've got a solid cast for the main cast of characters in this series, and I can't wait to see who's going to be voicing other characters as the show goes on. But maybe I'll do a review for the first episode of the English dub. I know I already reviewed episode 1 subbed, but I want to see how they're going to handle it dubbed, especially when it comes to like the Rider stuff here and there. Like, I want to see how they'll handle that. Will they dub over the old like Kamen Rider tapes and footage that we see? I have no idea, but either way, I feel like this is a really good like cast. I mean, Patrick being Tojima, like a big musclehead guy that screams and shouts a lot, especially in that first episode. I feel like that's a really good role for Patrick. Colleen's got a good role as Yuriko. I'm excited to see her. Like I said, I mostly know as Luffy and Full Metal and stuff like that, so I think it's been a while because I don't watch a lot of anime, and I didn't watch the latest Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest to hear her as Ursa and that again, but it's going to be cool to hearing her as a female character as well. But yeah, Jason Douglas, like, it's a really good cast, I will say that. It's really freaking awesome. But overall, I'll probably watch the English dub when it drops, no doubt about it, and I'll probably watch the subbed version as well. But like I said, if you're not a big fan of subtitles or reading subs or keeping up with subs, then the dub will be out there for you to check out if you want to check it out and give it a watch. Because these days, I'm kind of more of a dub guy than a sub guy because I'm multitasking when I'm gaming and stuff like that, or I'm cooking or something like that. So I'll probably watch dubs. But I'm really excited to see where this is going to go, and I'll have my review up for episode 3 tomorrow on the channel after it drops and after I watch it, so definitely stay tuned for that. And when we get other dub cast members, I'll probably cover them on the channel as well if it's worth talking about. So with that said, I'll catch you guys later. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on push notifications to keep up with my reviews of Tojima Wants to be a Kamen Rider. I've also got the playlist down below somewhere on the channel, so be sure to check that out so that way you can never miss an update from me. And with that said, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, take care, bye.